Why don't you just go with tank down there? Go with Sion, go with Gesante, go a Galio into
Okay, wait, do they put the Jayce bot lane to get away from the Yorick?
Wait, no, because Yorick
completely viable, but we might get the around the world Camille kickoff here as Caps has gone too far. The E flash in from Alvaro is too clean. The ignite is ticking. Caps can flash, but where is he gonna go? I think he's just dead.
I think he has no option here.
Sidestep. El Yo-Yo. If El Yo-Yo gets his kills, even worse.
Sonic Wave.
He's waiting.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's the worst
Push
possible.
up now so you can get maybe a recall and get a better lane state.
And keep our eyes on what the itemization choice is going to be. Lich Bane, Protobelt, the two that
Pillar?
we've seen. As
No
Pillar's
flash?
there on Alvaro. No flash
He's
from
dead.
earlier. And down he goes. Another kill. This time, once again, donated to the opposing numbers jungler.
I mean, I think Alvaro learned a very important mechanic there. You cannot E out of the Rell W because it's like constant knockup. So now
LeBron
they're
in trouble. Oh, you're walking in. The heal is there. Crashed on over the wall.
Can hit it. Yeah, has flash.
If he hits the Q, Lebrov is done. Extra movement speed, nice. Flash away. Good to get that extra flash out of Lebrov. Going to make him a lot more vulnerable.
For the dive, he's just going to go back mid because he assumes Viktor will just recall.
On JoJo. Attempting to break the dam, but MKOI are here to support JoJo. And that initial damage really turning against Human. Nice flash out. Immediate crash down to try to keep him standing. Alvaro already here. Still only level 2, but he's got the damage. He's got what it takes. It's going to be the Trundle down. Lebrov next on the list as El Yo-Yo's going to finish this one off. Gives the kill over to Myrwn. It's a double for MKOI.
That's a damn good play.
In the early stages of the game, just makes it much more impactful. As now, level 6 is there for Supa. Sure, it can flip in. W, ulti traded there for Hansama. He's dead. Yeah, just completely outplayed there. Hansama used his ult, but there's nothing he can do in that 1v1.
Supa on the camera even
Next
waved
time
him.
that ulti's off cooldown, Hansama's going to be in trouble. Now, he didn't burn the flash, so it's not the end of the world. And Viktor is still excellent against dive as we get later into the game, even if it's just one combo into death. But it does mean item is still pretty far away from being able to upgrade.
And we've seen this interaction a few times now when you play Camille into Galio. You crucially cannot E her when she's in her W animation. You can only really E her when she's starting up the W animation.
Ooh. Another sidestep from Caps is good. Skewmon waiting behind. But you're right. Good call out. Okay, shattering strike there. Alvaro locked up. Chain CC is good. Alvaro's got nowhere to go. The Galio trying to make his way in. They flash back under their tower. But the lockup is there. The taunt is there as well. Supa trying to finish it. JoJo, boom! Otto's one, wins the other. It's a double kill.
And that was a swag win by JoJo, getting the Viktor with the edge of the first Q and then aiming for Labro. That was beautiful. And I think a big smile on the faces of MKOI right now after that play.
Caps tries to get something back, but now Supa immediately walks into mid lane, hits the shuriken flip. Caps is dead. Oh my god! Oh! I don't know if it's Caps or Crabs play today, but
he's on to the Viktor, and now we saw it again. The beautiful win there by JoJo, and here Caps has came in here with the Purgatory.
Trying to catch Alvaro, who dashes out. Caps with a good body block, but all of MKOI are here. There's nowhere to go. He can't put him in the little box! Oh my gosh, he wants to send MKOI to Purgatory, but my man is in hell right now. That is an 0-3 lock.
Not seen this in their life, I'm sure of it. MKOI has been brewing here, home in Europe, preparing something for the start of summer, and I'm liking it so far.
It's so important when you talk about teams taking off. You want to see what they have been cooking in that offseason. JoJo with the Protobelt trying to sidestep here, but there's just nothing he can do. Shut down there as Skewmon grabs the kill. Shredding through the resistances, now looking to get a bit of money back. Supa on the way in, Caps only level 10. Ooh. And if there wasn't a pillar there, I feel like Supa would have immediately gone all in. You can see it. There's some bloodlust happening.
I mean, Supa needs to calm down a little bit. Labrov is right there. Caps is a master of baiting.
That play, Skewmon's still strong, even in gold with El Yo-Yo. But in the meantime, while that bot play is happening, El Yo-Yo is able to grab the Herald, crash it in mid lane. And MKOI,
more
again,
niche
counter, an even better one. Now MKOI kicking this fight off. Myrwn running in hammer form, flash over, flags a little bit there, delays behind. It's a taunt on the other side of the fight. Skewmon's gonna be in trouble. Nowhere for Broken Blade to go either. It's just gonna be 2 quick kills as all 5 members of MKOI descend on the top side of the map and make it look easy.
And this is MKOI. This is the MKOI that we love to see. MKOI that commits to every single fight.
For Hextech Soul, I don't... It's hard to imagine things getting worse for G2, but it is technically possible, and Hextech in 20 minutes or whatever that's going to take, then there's a chance as Myrwn, good damage on the Caps. Caps tries to lock him in Purgatory. Now Skewmon desperate to finish the kill, but they're not going to be able to get any more damage down. In the meantime, MKOI's side lane pick is a lot more effective. The Camille, once again, the thorn in the side of this G2 lineup.
I mean, we talked about it in draft.
on a side lane, just surviving.
With his wife.
That's true. That's nice.
Alvaro,
Nice to have
careful.
company. Alvaro, stun.
Nice block.
As now the taunt is coming in. Caps waiting over the wall. He's looking for the setup. If he can grab a couple kills here, maybe able to turn it back. Hoping to finish off Alvaro. But now it's the Galio ulti coming in, and Caps has to get the hell out of there. Soul Ignition about to fade. LeBron flashing out, but Myrwn is giving chase.
How good is the chase here though from MKOI? They have everything. They have the little shock blast.
Dash in.
They have the acceleration.
Sonic Wave
Give it
connects.
to Leona.
There's no kick for Elyoya though. We'll follow up there. Sonic Wave connects. Alvaro going a little bit wide. Cap still waiting off to the side. Skewmon down. Supa now unstoppable. Broken Blade next.
But you see the power of the Galio into the Locke. Just gives him that extra magic damage. Shield makes it hard to really find the execute.
Composure. As much as we love it when MKOI are grouped as 5 and making plays together, they're just getting punched over and over. They're already unconscious. We're not coming out there like chill. Like, if you go out there, they're done. They're doomed. But if they just stay in the house, MKOI, yeah, they're going to get a tier 2 here off this Baron, but they're not breaking open inhibitors.
I mean, there's Baron spawning in 2.5 minutes.
Versus Assassin bot lane? Is it a possibility?
Compliments to the chef. Oh,
yeah.
Justice Punch.
Justice Punch, Taunt on the Hansama, Elyoya on the Wan, Hansama gone. Okay, well that is almost all of the wave clear.
Well, shame of you for leaving your towers,
for
G2.
You can't leave the house, my guy. They're out there, bro. They're they're lurking in the darkness, bro. It's a horror movie. Supa trying to 1v2. He has been stuck in the cage, so we'll be forced to ult out. Broken Blade sprinting at this Akali. Flash for the wall. Broken Blade flashes, gets the shutdown. Nope, goes Golden Hides by another second. MKOI just wants to end the game. They're just sprinting past towers. What is happening? What's happening is Supa has died, given up a shutdown. Myrwn just got by a pillar, and now Caps is giving chase.
But what are they doing?
He only put JoJo in Purgatory.
That man is a 1k gold shutdown if he goes
Alvaro's
down.
about to try to take down LeBron. Elyoya is there, so they should be able to finish the kill. Cap still on the chase. JoJo looking to escape with Myrwn running ahead of him. An acceleration gate might help. Tries to get him with the taunt. Little ghoul cage comes out, but
the ghoul cage.
The ghoul cage gone. Okay, we're still 3 minutes away from poor metal horse.
Yeah.
Just getting blasted. Supa.
Whoa.
Did he interrupt the E2? He did. He caught him with the E2. Supa's in trouble now. Oh, that's devastating. Galio ult, Cap flashes out off the side. Broken Blade is still living. The wife is in the midst of the fray. Finally, but Skewmon is getting lower and lower. JoJo looks like he's going to be able to finish the kill. Skewmon just a little bit too fast. Flash away from the Winds of War. Broken Blade still alive. The wife is there. Broken Blade and his wife back to back, but it's not enough. The power of love doesn't beat the power of an immense amount of money. And
I think they're going to push for the base. They have 3 drums.
Surely the game ends here. Again, we're having fun with it, but credit to MKOI. Super dominant, some creative new picks. G2 fighting the best they can, but that's the nature of falling this far behind against this kind of composition. There aren't really great plays, just degrees of bad ones. As Skewmon caught up, burned down, almost clears the wave. Elder in 45. My close senses are tingling, but I think this might just be it. Caps on the way in. Hex Tech Soul. They get one. The Nexus is open. Myrwn knows his job. Myrwn hit the Nexus. Okay, it's over. MKOI.
Scaled fantastically.
And I will say, this MKOI comp does not hit the same as the first MKOI comp.
I don't think anything is going to hit like that first MKOI comp.
No, it doesn't. And I will say G2's comp, as much as it can just do a lot of damage.
BB flanking here, though. Doesn't have the heat built up.
Not quite. Trying to get to the danger zone here, and Alvaro just going to walk at him. Flash over. Flashes traded for flashes on top of flashes. Everybody's flashing. Oh, God. First blood for G2.
Thomas loves these.
They're locked over. Thomas absolutely loves this. He's getting hungry. He's a hungry boy. Oh, they're feeding him at this sleepover, the pajama party. All in favor of MKOI. Nowhere for LeBron to go. Myrwn's just running him down. He's got some pajamas of his own. My God, G2.
In the global metascape here, just because it makes his laning phase a little bit stronger in the all-in. When you're stacking a big wave.
Oh, no.
Thomas
got no flash this time around. Run, Thomas! They are bullying this cabbage.
No, Thomas.
Oh, Thomas. Supa locked up. He's going to be dead. Oh, he's getting bullied.
He's level 1.
He's just a cabbage.
You're getting pushed in like this and just dying on repeat.
Alvaro finally hit level 2. It's a big moment. He will die again. That is the price for his hubris. Also, I don't speak any French, but I know that we're moving in mid lane as well. And again, his Caps is closer to the way to the with a decent gold lead. And also his transition into a bit of an XP lead is we're going to hold that thought. Skewmon moving in.
Here.
3 stacks there. Alvaro, nice lock up from the Zenith Blade. Q flash coming in. In the meantime, lock up on the Abyssal Journey does interrupt the play a bit as JoJo managed to live for far too long. But finally, Broken Blade is here. Caps committing to finish the kill. MKOI now backing away. Quick kill picked up there for G2, taking
Gets lane leads and snowballs incredibly fast. Thomas jumped in here.
He is here as well. Looking to find the lockdown. He has completed that first item spike, and now it's going to be LeBron in trouble, locked up. Tongue lash connects on the stun. Enough stacks of acquired taste to finish it. Flash in from Myrwn. Lock up on the support there. Good pick from the side of MKOI. G2.
They Lewis strategy.
You gotta be the Tahm Kench if you want to see the Tahm Kench.
With your eyes on Leona, he is on the board.
Here. This is not going to work out the way they want it to. The point and click combo is pretty damn good. The shockwave by JoJo an extra second, but the excessive force gets the job done. Alvaro on the way in, but he's only level 5. Elio getting burned down. The ult's going to keep him standing. Crescent guard doing a lot of work, but it's still G2.
The fight happens super snappy. They will be there with more people, and they will just win.
Alvaro is level 6 now, so we'll see if it works, because it's a 4K advantage for G2, but they're late on the setup. 50-50 on the steal. Looking for a little bit more. Myrwn off the side, trying to lock up Skimon. Already that we see Supa incredibly low. Equalizer across the top. Eyes on Myrwn and the Mega Gnar. So far, only able to find one target. Immediate lockup, and Hansama trying to finish the kill. All 5 members of MKOI still standing. The retreat coming out. It's only LeBron who went down.
And they got the Herald as well.
Now third Drake.
So
Fight over the Scuttle Crab.
All eyes on Hansama this fight. He is the carry.
Caps off to the side. Q3 knockup is there. Hansama finally arriving to the fight, off on a different side. MKOI taking a lot of space here. Solar Flare traded for the Devour and the Crescent Guard. So G2 favored in terms of ultimate cooldowns overall. And MKOI, it looks like they're just going to give. Instead, going to set their sights on mid lane, recognizing they really do not want to fight G2 without that Devour, especially when there is still the Cease and Desist available for Skewmon.
G2 can still look for something. They still have Equalizer. Caps.
Abyssal Voyage in from Alvaro. Doesn't find the knockup. G2 content with the snapback and moving on to Soul Point. MKOI, nice look into the mid lane. Looks like they might have gotten a bit of plate gold, but not individual gold lead. And now it's once again going to be JoJo in trouble on this side lane. Broken Blade laying down the Equalizer, not offering a way out. JoJo out of mana and running out of time here. LeBron moves in, Zenith Blade connects, and down goes JoJo. Another side lane death, a little bit.
Now Hansama is also at 2, but approaching his third quite rapidly, as now Supa.
Nowhere for him to go. Perfect layering of the ultimate's knockback, but it just doesn't even matter. Already he's down. Skewmon about to give his life, but he's still living for an extra second. Flash in from Elia, now committing on to Hansama. Turn back onto LeBron as Myrwn starts to chase out Hans in the meantime. Not quite able to get the hyper proc. All of G2 pulling back, pushing MKOI away. Hansama and LeBron living, but it's 1-for-1 trades.
Opening behind there. Look at Leona and Vi. Everyone is coming for this play right now.
Myrwn, good awareness. Don't know if he knew that there was rumble in the brush, but is able to survive thus far. Needs to be careful not to step too far forward with the wall. Ooh, the burn just barely takes him out. The backstep good to get away from LeBron, but he'll still lose his life in the 1v1. Now we'll focus on the Baron. 11K getting lower. LeBron waiting over the wall. Hex flash in. G2 ready to turn back. Flash away from Alvaro. 4.5K getting lower. Scatter across the team. 2.6. Looks like they're just going to turn away, except that the Baron is going to fall. MKOI just retreating.
I think they're fine with it. They really don't need to secure position for this dragon fight, because now G2 has to make a choice. Are we giving this dragon and will we just push out all the waves, or do we really want this soul point right now? I think the correct play is to give MKOI one dragon and just push all those waves, because if G2 over-index into this soul...
Least contest or try to go for 50. Skewmon wrapping around in the meantime, but it looks like G2 are following your play, Finn. Just willing to concede this Drake to keep that pressure up. Right now in top lane is Caps threatening to break open the inhibitor line.
The impressive part is not that they chose that play. The impressive part is how early they committed to it. You saw the moment they took that Baron, Caps made the call to just go out and just push top. It was very clear at all points that G2 was not contesting that dragon. You see LeBron, he was looking around, almost baiting MKOI to thinking, oh, they might come here, they might contest here, making sure they commit all 5 members to really get that dragon, while Caps just having the time of his life, blasting payphone on the side lane and just pushing down those towers.
Really good look from G2, calling their shot, committing to their play. MKOI delaying the end of the game, but still going to be in trouble here as the pressure is now going in. Ulti, the crossing guard from Elioya, buying a bit more space. Pulling decent damage. Shockwave from Jojo. Good, he's running out of mana, but it looks like he's going to have to finish off Hansama. Supa, the unleashed power, finally there in the fight. Caps on the side, though, trying to commit the kill on a Supa. He's going to get an immediate snap back on the Soul Unbound. Healing coming in from Elioya, but he's still starting to tick and starting to burn. MKOI happy with the fight thus far. 2 for 1, taking down Hansama, losing Supa and Alvaro, but at least slowing down the Baron push. MKOI on the ropes. It's not quite as dominant as game 1, but it's pretty damn close from G2. Really flipping it around in this game too. Not with crazy creative cooking, but with some old fallbacks, some old standards here. Lucian
walks up into enemy jungle, and now they know that they're going 5 through bot side, or 4, because Orianna's not there.
Full commit onto Caps, though. He's been locked up. A lot of damage now coming in. Supa unleashing the power one more time as Alvaro bringing out the tongue, putting Skewmon on his mouth, but I think he might have wanted to save the defensive cooldown to protect his team. Skewmon healing up a ton. Supa, though, the damage off to the side. GA proc. Here comes Hansama. Colin coming out. The Zenith Blade to follow. Knockup not going to connect from Alvaro as he tries desperately to hold on. Myrwn ready to go mega, but it has to connect if he wants this to work. Myrwn flash in, the knockback there from Supa, the combo is there! MKOI turning the fight! 2 members left to the 3 on the side of G2. If they can take down Supa, G2 can take the fight. G2 sticking around, Wallop connecting, Scatter connecting, the Dark Sphere's coming in, LeBron living for far too long, the Protoplasm Harness keeping him alive, Skewmon there to finish the job, an ace for G2!
Space with the equalizer. And for one moment, it looks like MKOI is going to win this fight.
Know that they need to have the damage to finish these fights cleanly, and it's only getting harder as the Mountain Soul has come through for the side of G2.
MKOI is just lacking engage. Like, who's really engaging for MKOI right now? Is it a Syndra stun? Is it a Shimshao jumping in? Is it a Gnar on a flank? It's quite hard for them to actually start a fight, even if they wanted to. Obviously here you just want to stall, you just want to make sure you can hold the base, but I think that's gonna be the problem all game for MKOI is now Caps.
Alvaro on the way in, has the Devour if he needs it. Caps not gonna connect though. Sidestep the good there. Jojopyun still standing. Colin connecting on the tanky targets. They're not too concerned. LeBron finds the lockup. Jojopyun is still alive, however, and that's a kill onto LeBron. G2 a bit over eager. Miss-execute in that fight. They do get the flash out of Jojopyun at the very least.
You see G2, you see the jitter.
Get angry again for the 15 seconds. His lockup is there on Elioya, but good patience not to immediately use the Preston guard this time around. Solar Flare connects. Fall up on the Jojo is there. Devour from Alvaro there as well, but it means he can't protect Supa. Jojopyun in the back line has to make all the difference. It's 2 members down in the blink of an eye. G2's not messing around. Pick up quick 2 kills, and now they're poised to end the game. Flashing from LeBron. Once again, the lockup is there. Jojopyun taking his sweet time. He does not have access to the shockwave, and they do a lot of damage. Down goes the mid laner of MKOI. G2 going for the throat in the final moments. It took them a bit of time, but they close out that final fight cleanly and are going to take us to the game. Across these ultimates.
You do kind of want some kind of...
Wait. That's a Mordekaiser.
And it's Salva do Brasil!
Mordekaiser
do Brasil!
According to mid laners, mid-wave should always have been the only thing we cared about forever. Tahm connects, a little more damage coming in from the Aftershock.
That's Mantra, I think, though.
Flash in from Jojo. Looking for a bit more fallout. Casual to finish the fireball! And first blood to the side of G2. LeBron living for a bit longer. Spirit's Refuge, the side steps can't be there. Cap's about to fall. The dog's on the way in. One more auto to get it done. A double kill.
Despite of our dying, it just walks into this wave. Now Labyrinth needs to dodge one of the Rise Qs, but Jojo lands those. He just gets up. If he gets the ult, they don't go for the play though. Oh, never mind, they do. He's dead.
They're waiting on the ulti from Elioya. They're first going to get that ulti out, but now Broken Blade is most certainly dead. In the context of this fight, going away, Elioya gets the reset. He can ult once again and just jumps right back in onto Skewmon, who gets the knockup. Already used the 4-1. That's a disaster! Another kill given over to Jojo. A horrendous miscalculation from G2.
And look, G2 can't even get a cross map. Supa just recall and TP's back. He's gonna be able to catch this entire wave after after MKOI sent 4 people top, and now they're going mid.
Root's gonna connect from Alvaro. I was wrong. They don't need engage. They're just making it happen. The Karma support finding the play, a heal, barely keeping Cap standing. Deathfire torch ticking. Alvaro has the root. Cap's using the bear to body block some of the follow-up damage so his support can escape. Good escape from Cap.
I mean, he's just gonna take that ult and keep pushing these waves because
it's pretty devastating.
I'm not sure I agree in this game. I don't think it's very great, especially against Mordekaiser. I'm gonna hold the Fox.
Lock up on Alioya, who's going to bring the dogs out. TP into follow. Root comes in from Labrov. Buffered Obliterate still connecting from Myrwn, and now they're just going to burn down Broken Blade. It looks like Labrov is just next on the list. MKOI simply too far ahead, but G2 have the power of Ziggs in the bottom lane, and they're going to look to break down that first tower with the power of the Satchel Bomb.
I mean, it might be the first tower for G2, but 2 people in their team is dead. I still think MKOI is happy with this play, sending everything up top once again. This is the second time it feels like we've seen this play. They're just sending people to Myrwn. As he's gonna take this tower, I thought they were like, you can have it, bro, you can have it. They were both recalling, gonna give the tower to the other guy.
They have to share
already getting chunked down to 60%.
He just has to keep eyes on Skewmon though, and he can keep the smite out of the equation. Not sure if he can go for it. He takes it! Absolutely what G2 needed in this instance.
Rise ults?
No. They're not gonna get anything else.
The Herald Myth. G2 just got away with murder.
I mean, that's just what a fumble from MKOI. You lose Herald. And really just close the team fight out instantly.
Mordekaiser rolled into popcorn plants. Yeah.
Mordekaiser. Ulti there. Broken Blade nowhere to go. Waiting for him to pop out. The entire team waiting. Surprise, buddy!
Close your eyes. What can you do?
The rest of MKOI.
Which is even maybe worse.
Yeah. I want to go back to the 1v1 death realm. Super.
Carry no flash on him.
So good. Follow-up damage is there. Easy kill. Labrov taking it, not ideal.
Put some respect on River Shen's name, okay? He's in that river and he's waiting for you. Supa walks up on mid wave, doesn't have the flash, has no cleanse, and Labrov pounces on the moment and takes a nice pick, and that's a mid-end tower for G2.
They are so far ahead in this game.
No,
G2,
not at all.
Because remember, we watched G2 fumble. Maybe.
I'm old and washed, and that is, of course, a pro.
Were you thinking it would be Fimbulwinter? Because that would be truly insane.
I wasn't sure.
Follow up. Oh, no! That was so bad!
Hello? Maybe it should be a Fimbulwinter. Why? Those rockets hit. And that's really why this item has skyrocketed in popularity.
Cap now. Hansama has a gold lead despite what was a pretty decent CS gap, and Supa's getting one shot by Skewmon here.
Not again!
Spinning again. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Credit to G2, but MKOI, what is happening?
Okay, strike 1, sure. Strike 2,
yeah.
Strike 3, you're out.
Strike 4? Strike 5? What game are we playing? How many more strikes are they going to get? Oh my God. This is why we talk about the importance.
Can they set up that for this? Oh,
Myrwn in the backside. He's lost so much life even before he goes into the death realm. Now he's in trouble. 1v1ing with Caps. Probably not the ideal target here. Walking through, he's about to just get one shot.
Oh, Caps movement is too good.
He's getting pulled out. Jojapune running for his life. G2 on the hunt here. But they've locked or knocked G2's health bars low enough that they can't continue the Baron.
Myrwn being the sacrificial lamb, they're making sure that G2 will not get that Baron. Still. Can't get this tower, but MKOI, you need to raise some eyebrows. You cannot, like, Supa has been left alone all game, but he's still
pushing. Before Caps gets access to Flash, because that feels like something that can just break the team fight open.
You need to start this dragon right on spawn. Look on the flanks here. Myrwn is looking for something.
Ulti by Caps, just gonna get one shot. Not even a chance to pull anyone in the death room. A little bit more healing gives him an opportunity to 1v1 with Broken Blade, but he doesn't win that one from 20% HP. Excellent ulti in the backline. Hits onto Supa and Alvaro. The Mega Inferno Bomb doing the work it needs to. Alioya and Jojapune lingering off to the side, but with Myrwn already deleted and a couple of blinking health bars, G2 just gonna march in and grab their second Drake of the game. They're everything they could possibly need to kick a fight off. Jojapune once again coming in on the flank. Hansama gonna leap out, a good satchel charge. Still getting chunked by the True Shot barrage. Jojapune flash forward onto Hansama, wants to finish the kill now. Protobelt into Hansama, but the Ziggs is still living. Myrwn giving chase, but Hansama still standing. Caps waiting over the wall. Mega Blast Cone to escape, but it looks like Skewmon has been sacrificed. A good fight from Movistar KOI. Supa now on the chase. Do they spot Hansama? Yes, a TP out. It's not going to matter. Double kill for MKOI. Now they can set their sights on the Baron.
MKOI with the Realm Warp now on Jojapune punishes that and gets a fantastic team fight now.
Previous fight around G2's second Drake where he just walked up to Myrwn and was able to kick the fight off. Flashes up for everyone but Hansama.
Skewmon made it in time, but
ulti for Myrwn can stop Skewmon from getting into the pit.
He's stolen one dragon today.
Skewmon, can you steal another? Realm Warp into the midst of the entire team. Jojapune immediately goes golden. Baits up the Barons. Perfect. Alioya diving to the backline looking to one-shot Hansama, but Hansama manages to live the Crypt Bloom, giving a little bit of healing back. Jojapune still frontlining. The taunt dash coming in the nick of time, and Jojo will fall. G2 fighting better despite a fantastic start for MKOI.
I mean, it's just a hand scab from G2. They played the fight perfectly. it looked like it was no way for G2 to contest this dragon, but again, they somehow found the play and Myrwn stopped.
But MKOI are still on the dragon, but now it's the TP back from Hansama. Oh, Mega Blast can't take Supa out. Okay, Skewmon will secure the dragon in the end. For a second there, MKOI were lingering. But that's going to be third Drake.
So point for G2.
And again,
will go down here. Big damage from the Ezreal though.
HP into AP quite nicely. But again, we really set expectations for Orianna. And hey, this is your pick. What can you do with it? And the answer right now is die. Die is the answer. In the blink of an eye, G2 wants
them across the world do so much damage.
Starting to stack up, doing a lot of work here. Ulti in from Lebrov, just reset. 3K getting lower.
I don't think they can get that out of the pit though.
Ready to go over the wall. Oh, Yorick touched it! Instantaneous flash out. Jojo gets a stopwatch just in time. Will fall, but his team has gotten the Baron. G2 now desperate to get the fight, to punish the steal. But the Thief walks away with his prize. The ulti will not finish the kill. Jojo is dead, but it is MKOI wearing purple.
But it looks like Supa will be able to pick it up. Moving on the flank.
Cute flash over, pulls Caps into the death realm, wants to take him out of the equation, but Caps living for far too long. Obliterate is there though. Happy to have a bit of extra AP. G2 immediately peeling away, and Myrwn giving him 1/2 of the heart. Oh, that's going to be soul for MKOI.
By himself, flashes forward, catches Caps off guard. Caps has been the one flashing on people on this mid wave this entire game. But it might end the game for MKOI by Caps being the one flashed on.
Supa continues to push, connecting on those towers, but he's getting lower. Supa just lost so much HP, he stepped far too far up. Manages to get the extra shield and coming in. Skewmon spinning his way through the back line, holding on for dear life as Myrwn will finally fall. Skewmon, they proc the GA, but MKOI have realized this might not be the fight they're looking for. Broken Blade moving in, no public execution, but the Drake Hound step continuing to carry him forward. Elyoya running, the Hound summoned as he now looks for the exit, and it's Caps TPing back in. Jojo Pune on the way out, flash in the top, Lebrov has the read, sees the angle, and once again, all the stopwatch dodge has let him see his own death coming. G2 hold the line.
What is going on? Caps is chasing Elyoya here. He has no MR, he only has the Mercury threads. Caps wants revenge for being the one picked up before. Has the flash, not where he already flashed.
Use the bear, holding as long as he can on the point and click stun. Waits for the dash animation so he can't W. Clever from Caps with the damage from Elyoya. They've got the Contact Soul. The dogs are doing damage. The Drake Hound step. He should just finish it here, but Elyoya is so damn fast. One more dash forward. Broken Blade gets the job done.
I mean, they're gonna try to push for the end there. The only thing G2 wants to do right now is start a fight.
Dash. Good backstep from Myrwn. Good spacing. Broken Blade off to the side, contesting Elyoya. They're trying to get a chunk down. Over the wall, though. They catch out Jojo P once again. Seraph shield. Zanya's there. He comes out and goes right back down. Every single time that man in the mid lane has gone gold, that has just been to delay the inevitable. Yet another death for Jojo. Another exchange in favor of G2. This was a 4-0-1 rise. This man realm warped under mid lane tier 1. A big difference maker here.
G2 has gotten control over the bush here though.
And MKOI are being herded back into this choke point, which could be devastating. Nice bit of poke onto Hansama. Jojo Pune clearing the wave as long as he can.
He's going on the flank.
Myrwn buys a second, Caps ready to go over the wall and immediately shut down that Mordekaiser. Myrwn forced to ult Lebrov.
Look at Skewmon.
And now Skewmon is in the back line trying to look for the fall. Keep your eyes on Caps. Wants to go down, but they're waiting for the ulti to expire so they can one-shot Myrwn. The patience from G2 is fantastic. Satchel charge there from Hansama. Elyoya cannot find a way in. It's Broken Blade in the back line in the meantime. MKOI, 4 members still standing, but G2 have not lost a single one yet.
Skewmon is so low. He needs to be so careful there. If he dies, he cannot get into the Baron pit. Does have the GA.
Healing up.
But it's MKOI starting the Baron. Dragon.
1400. Getting low as they burn through it. Skewmon spotted out by the blue trinket. They have to be careful with Caps. The flash is ready. The bear is ready. Get ready for Caps. Lebrov going in with the Hex Flash. Broken Blade chipping away at those health bars. Caps holding his spells. The waves are in shambles on the top side of the map. MKOI are losing so much just to be here. This is likely the final fight. Broken Blade doesn't even need support from the rest of the team. Caps over the wall. Not forced to use the flash. They interrupt the way out. The Elder goes down. It is absolute devastation as MKOI are in shambles.
In the end, it is G2 that steps up. All flashes were up, but they just fought a little bit better than MKOI. Myrwn has respawned, but I don't think they have what it takes to stop the onslaught of the Baron up, the Elder Dragon up. G2 Esports.
No way out of this one. Caps walking forward. Myrwn will finally get the Death Realm. Maybe can finish off Caps. Caps buying 2.5 seconds. About to pop out of the Death Realm. Needs another second, and who's waiting there? With the rest of his team, JoJo once again goes golden every single Zanya's does nothing this game. G2 weather the storm of the early game. We play a bit of catch, we toss it back and forth, but in the end, it's G2 who come out on top.
His stat line says 4-2-10, but have no doubts, the man of the match was Caps. His constant engages brought it back.